Hey everyone, so I'm sorry if you can hear the fan. It's just so warm here today. It is only 25 degrees, but it feels like it's like 110. I have no idea. Number two, please do not mind the lip color I have on right now. I don't know what it is. I found it in the back of my collection today. It's Remmel's Kate Moss lipstick in 08. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's very orange. It's like a dark coral. Sorry, I'm trying to like see it. It's like a very dark coral, and I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. I don't know if I should even be wearing it. I don't know if it's a fall lipstick, if it's more of a summer lipstick. Thirdly, I really want to apologize to you guys because I was just rewatching some of my latest videos and I realized that my editing system has been a piece of crap. I was looking through and parts have been jumpy and there's been weird little like things going on around cuts that I don't know what is happening. So I really need to buy a new editing system and I'm so sorry that that's been happening. I didn't even realize it because when I was editing it, it didn't come out that way at all. And then when I'd upload it, like no one would say anything. So it was like, oh, okay, that must be okay. And I'd watch the first bit of it and it'd be like, okay, this is all right. So I don't really know what's going on with my editor. I'm hoping to get another editor sometime this week, so you might see another 2 videos that might be a little bit choppy, and then we'll move on to some actually decent videos. So anyway, let's actually get into the topic of today, which we're going to be doing a battle of the primers today. Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion versus Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Now, if you guys have not heard of these before, these are like the most talked about eyeshadow primers on YouTube as a whole. Even when I started watching YouTube videos back in 2008, these were like the top 2. And it is ridiculous how much these are talked about. It is crazy. So the first one is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Now, this one I've been using for years, mostly because I've never been in a town that sells Too Faced, so I've always picked up the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I have this one in original, and you pay $24 for 11 milliliters or 0.37 US fluid ounces. I believe the Too Faced one is the same. I know it's the same price for the same amount of millimeters, so I'm guessing that transfers over the same. I just have a little mini one that I got in one of the trial sets here. So that's what that one looks like. Now these are known for their staying power, how they hold on eyeshadows, and for the most part they do exactly the same thing. So I'll just show you a little demonstration. So I just squared out a little, well actually that's a hell of a lot for Urban Decay Primer Potion. You blend it in. Now it does have an awfully thick texture, the Urban Decay one does, and it takes a long time to actually blend into the skin to be able to use it. And even then, it's very greasy, it's very thick, and sometimes if you're laying on your shadows wrong, you'll have weird creases along the side of your eyes because you accidentally forgot to blend in your primer potion, which kind of sucks. Now, with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, you don't really get that as much. It's definitely more of a creamy formula rather than a thick. See, it's very watery, if you guys could see that. There's like a puddle of like oil sitting around where I just squirted that. So when you rub this one in, oh, it's very much so less thick, and it doesn't take half the time to blend into your eye, which is nice if you're in a rush or anything. It's really nice not to have to spend there for like 20 minutes trying to blend in your primer potion. As for staying power, I definitely know that both of these last a long time, but I am going to come back in a couple hours time just to show you guys the staying power of both of them. Okay, so guys, on this eye I'm just applying the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Whew. As you can see, it's taking a lot of work to make sure that this is all blended out, especially around the edges. You can't have eyeshadow looking weird, but it's still like already blended in. I'm using the same amount of being applied to the other eye, which, as you can see, this is very much so more watery of a consistency. You can even see it in the reflection that my eyes are giving off. This one's a lot more shiny than the one with the Urban Decay, so this one has much more of a greasy texture to it. So yeah, This is what it looks like without any eyeshadow. This one's very much so greasy, and this is completely blended in. So just so you guys know, before I start getting into trying on shadows over top, I just want to let all of you guys know that the Urban Decay Primer Potion is my favorite, mostly because, yes, it takes a little bit longer to blend in, but it doesn't have that greasy feel, which can sometimes distort the color of shadows that the Too Faced Shadow Insurance has. So just so you guys know, that is just a forewarning. I've been using the Urban Decay Primer Potion for about 5 years, so I am very, very biased, I guess, to the Urban Decay one, but the Too Faced one is very, very similar. It's just not my favorite. So over this, I'm just going to be applying a little bit of All That Glitters from MAC. This is just a very, very neutral gold shadow that I thought would be nice to demonstrate the application process. And to apply, I'm just using a little Stila eyeshadow brush. I used to know the number of this one, but the numbers have completely worn off the brush. I've had this brush for about 2 years. So I'm just going to take a little bit of All That Glitters and pop that right over. So I don't know how well you guys can see this, but it actually is not, like, the oil, it kind of takes a lot to grip onto the eyeshadow of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, so it's taking a good 3 applications to get a decent amount of color build up on there. There we go. Whereas with the Urban Decay, with about 1 coat, you can get the same amount of pigmentation. So once again, the Urban Decay one saves you a little less time in this. So as you guys might have been able to see, the Urban Decay Primer Potion definitely saves you some product when it comes to your eyeshadows. It also saves you a little bit of time because you're not sitting there like trying to layer up shadows to get the same effect. So my eyes are very even right now, but I'm just gonna go do whatever I need to do and come back and check in with you guys in about 3 or 4 hours or so. I feel like that's when you really start to see wear and tear within eyeshadows. So I'm just gonna go and finish doing that and come back and check out with you guys. See. Hey everyone, well, welcome back. As you guys can tell, my hair's a little bit more messed up, my face is a little bit more sweaty, so it must be later on in the day. It is currently, let's see if I can close this. It's currently 3:42, and let's just check up on how the eyeshadows. So as you can see, there really isn't much wear and tear from either side. These primers are very, very heavy duty. I didn't put any highlight or eyeliner on, but I did put a little bit of mascara just so I could look presentable. Yeah, there isn't really a wear and tear. So if I could give a rating for you guys, I would definitely give both of them a very, very good, solid rating. It's just kind of what your preference is. If you have drier eyelids, maybe this one would be working for you. And it's not like I have oily eyelids by any means. Like, I have very, very normal eyelids, but I just find that the Urban Decay one is more of my preference. So I would give the Urban Decay one a 10 out of 10. Too Faced about like a 9.5 out of 10. They are both amazing products. So I hope this was very informative for you guys. I hope that you guys got some, I don't know, some answers out of this, and I'll see you guys next time.